Good morning, everybody. It's Chris here from Serene Education with the 4 majors analysis update for the 24th of August 2011. Morning, guys. 4 majors this morning, starting with the Euro daily. Let's have a look. Yesterday, some upside movement, literally from the word go, prevailing right up. We saw some better than expected forecast figures for service PMI, etc. yesterday on both the Euro German as well as the sterling, and we saw prices moving steadily upwards to the upside. We now can confirm that price has broken above. If we can see price closing above this area here, then we could see possibly a support being forged. Ideally, as I mentioned, we like to see price trading above at least the 14,4500 mark. Ideally above that, because we'll be definitely trading well above both these two resistance levels here. There's a clear indication of 14,4500 being a ceiling level. So if price can get above that, then we could definitely see a push higher. The good thing about this is we're still seeing higher swings. Yesterday we saw a nice bounce higher, even though we had this exhaustion candle at this thing. So price is still looking positive. CTC is still in our favor, most importantly. So ideally 14,4500 would still need to be breached and closed. So we see a daily candle bullish engulfing today, posting higher highs, then we should be looking for further upside movement. So 4-hour chart, you can put that in, still ceiling level. You can see noticeably a ceiling level there. So if and when price can actually scale those highs and close higher, you can see prices testing the intraday moving trend line as we speak at the current level. So you can see a bounce at this area, then we should be looking for further upside movement. Failure to do so, then we could be seeing that consolidation, and a look to the downside would be recommended. Roughly around the 14,3700 mark is a price support and resistance level. You can see it quite clearly here over the past couple of weeks. We've seen definitely resistance in this area. Break and close though, and that would definitely confirm for the lows. Bounce off there would confirm a possible bounce higher and a reattempt at the 14,4500 mark going into the latter part of today. Okay, next up is sterling against US dollar. Here again we saw price action moving slightly higher. We know that 16,4500 happens to be a price support and resistance level. You can clearly see there two sets of definite resistance levels over a number of weeks. At this level we had a breakout. If we can see a breakout pullback and then continuation, it'll mean better. 38.2 wasn't quite reached, but you can see the extension here. This over here engulfing the prior range, Monday's candle. If you can see a higher jump higher this morning, you can see that the Asian session has seen a slight pullback during their session, but however we're trading at the up end of the wick. If you can see price moving higher this morning, then we should be looking for at least the 16,600 mark as our first initial target for this for the remainder of the week. So if anything stands, we can at least do the same thing here. 1645 on our 4-hour chart. We know that's a price support, and as long as this price trading above that, then there's obviously going to be a support area. Prior resistance, apologies. Swinging high, except for just recently, we are seeing a consolidation here. Price needs to push higher now in this consolidation band to give us an indication of further upside movement. Otherwise, what we could do is see price reverting and reattempting 16,4500. A break low would definitely confirm that we're seeing possible downside movement, but we've got to wait for our CTC to obviously move in our favor. Hourly chart, CTC is red, same with our 30. We are seeing red. It is trading below the small inch, but then you can see it's consolidating to the side as we move. So ideally we are seeing consolidation here. You can see over the past couple days, price is definitely consolidating on the upside of 16,4500. Now I mentioned it needs to break above that, so you can see that typically 1660 or 16,600 is the ceiling level, and we have been pretty much consolidating in that range. Very indecisive in this range, so making pips on these smaller time frames has been quite hard to do. because by the time you get your signals, etc., like that, you pretty much price is already moved. So ideally, we want to see a clear indication from price from the action where price is likely to go to. On our hour and 4 hour, you can see that, especially on an hour, you can see the price has been moving sideways. So ideally, what we want to do is see a clear indication of price action, because you'll notice that the highs are starting to get lower, so indicating consolidation. So we want to see a definite bounce or an indication of price action. Just look at the factory news today. Do we have anything out for sterling? No. Pretty much German business info climate. We have industrial new orders month on month for the euro. They're expecting lower than previous figure, which is can be expected. Other than that, we have US this afternoon, but nothing for sterling in particular. So got to see a decision candle here before we see any further attempts. Otherwise, we're just going to be seeing this. We're going to see price just ranging above this area. US dollar Swiss franc is the next one. This pair also, we've seen consolidation to the upside recently as the government has intervened the past couple of weeks to try and stem this negativity that we're seeing in the US dollar. Can't have a Swiss franc surrounded by a weak euro in terms of exports, figures, etc. It's just not good for the economy. And there's talk that the Swiss franc is heading towards another recession figure, primarily because the strong franc has not helped with their needs, well, with the current situation in their country. And what we're seeing is price testing this 80 and failing to break any higher. And the longer it goes sideways, then we're obviously going to see the major trend eventually being retested, and we could see possibly another revert to the downside. CTC is well extended in our favor on a daily. We've had a blue arrow, however, that's just a heads-up candle. We've seen them in the past, and they've literally come out to fruition because they haven't really done anything other since then. In this particular case, it needs to break well above 80 and as well above this major trend line, and to be really in positive territory, it needs to be trading well above 83, the 86 mark, which is going to take a long time. I don't see it happening anytime soon. So this one, the CTC on the daily, is still looking pretty much consolidative. If you look at it, pretty much trading in a consolidation band between the 78.50 and the 80 mark. So got to see a break, bearish break lower than that and close, definitely confirm further downside movement, a nice bearish engulfing to confirm that there's still negativity to the downside. Other than that, have to see a bullish engulfing higher than the 80 at least, which will take it above the prior resistance level here at 80, as well as the major trend line to the downside. And by doing so, then we could see personally another conviction that we're going to see further upside movement. Until then, pretty much stay out of it. Okay, the last pair of the day is the US dollar Japanese yen. Here again, still consolidating. On the underside, you can see price support, resistance, a lot of wicks. If you take the bottom of the wicks, you can see prices just trading along the bottom part of this, pretty much stagnant. A lot of spinning tops dojis, pretty much telling us there's a lot of indecision on this pair. We know that that there seems to be, a breakout of the support area. We know there's been a breakout of consolidation and intervention by the Japanese government. However, the US dollar, the next move is pretty much, they're still indecisive. You can see that range. Not really trading higher than 77. And still not trading below the 76, what's that, the 76.80, oh sorry, 76.40 mark. Definitely in the consolidation band, as per the same with the Euro Swiss franc. Got to see a break, either way, a nice bearish engulfing or bullish up candle to confirm some sort of direction. As you can see here, we take that and look here, we can see price action is moving towards a possible area we could see some sort of action taking place. Swing low on the intervention candle here that we saw earlier in the month, which didn't really help things. It just didn't stack up, and we saw huge up candle, yeah, A lot of people got to actually ride that, but most of the action was so quick that we weren't able to actually get onto the actual move. And even then, you don't want to be trading against the major trend, because then you're going to get the point of mine here is get faked into something that's not really got any definite movement with it, and you're just going to get stopped out again because it rallied against you. So here again, as Swiss franc, we need to see a decision candle. It's pointless trading this until we get a definite signal. Otherwise, we're just trading consolidation, small range, and not pretty much making any money, and all you're doing is wasting your time. So until such time as we get a definite break lower than the 7640 or break higher than 7700 with a lot of conviction, then we should stay away from this pair too. That's it, guys. Hope you have a fantastic trading day. And a lot of consolidation on these trades. You got to have patience at these times if you really want to make some decent money, because we want to trade momentum, and a lot of them at the moment don't have any momentum. Still a lot of indecision out there. Got to wait for that decision candle, because I can assure you when that decision happens and we get the momentum, you're going to find the movement will start moving. You'll get a definite idea of where price is likely to go to from there. So don't trade just for the sake of trading. Bide your time. Patience is key in trading, whether you're trading Forex or shares, etc., commodities, futures. Just wait, and when the time's right and you get that signal, I can assure you'll be making a lot more profits than instead of a lot of failures. So be patient. Other than that, have a fantastic day and trade serenely.